This story is fictional and is made for entertainment purposes only. The following content may contain disturbing imagery. Watch at your own risk. You have been warned.
Hello, this is Creepy Stories, and I'm here with another story for you. Imagine a small wooden house on the outskirts of a small town with its window overlooking a sprawling wheat field at the end of the plot. The overall view of the golden brown field is complemented by a small stream, the trickle of which serves as the soft background melody of quiet spring evenings. Indeed, you could easily say that my home is a fortress of tranquility where nothing bad can happen. Having moved here from the bustling of the metropolis a few years ago, I also thought so, but slowly but surely, ominous events unfolded. One morning, about 2 months after I moved in, I found crumbs scattered around the living room of my wooden house, and the front door was wide open. This was really strange because I could have sworn that I locked the door from the inside the night before, and I didn't know where to put the crumbs on the couch in the living room. Perhaps I was just so tired from all the work the night before that I simply remembered it wrong. But involuntarily, the thought lingered in my mind that if I didn't open the door and I didn't scatter the living room with food remnants, then the person who did this must have been in my house all night, as the key was inside the lock. My blood froze at the mere thought of it. Slowly, I began to look around the property, which consists of 5 rooms, but I found no one. I closed the case in my mind. Approximately 3 months passed without incident. Then one evening, while I was relaxing, I began to smell a piercing smell reminiscent of burnt candle wax, which became more and more intense. I thought it was just my nose playing tricks on me, so I went to take a shower. In the closed shower cabin with frosted glass, only the flow of water could be heard as I stared ahead through the glass into the bathroom, when suddenly I noticed a black figure darting past the shower cabin, followed by another. I stood trembling in the shower, thinking that they could attack me at any moment and end me. After about half a minute of endless stress, I decided to rush out of the shower and try to escape to my car to the nearest police station. But as I rushed out, I had to realize that there was no one in the house. Of course, I was relieved by this fact, but it proved to be just as worrying as it was reassuring, because the bathroom has only one door, so I should have seen the intruders leave. In the following days, I slept horribly, and one night, around 3 o'clock, I woke up abruptly. Through the slightly open door, I had a view of my living room and at the same time of the front door. Masked figures emerged from my bathroom, whispering in a strange and frightening language, then began to nibble on some kind of bread. Now I understood everything. It seemed likely that these guys had been living with me for months without my knowledge. The food remnants, the open door, and the shadows appearing in my bathroom. I couldn't move as I was laying there, scared shitless, when it seemed that the figures were leaving my house. I carefully sneaked into the bathroom where they came from. The wall was not completely in line on all surfaces. Soon I made a chilling discovery. I came across a secret door, hiding stairs illuminated by candles. I dreaded the thought, but I knew this was my chance to find out what was going on here. But I had to act quickly because the intruders could return at any moment. The stairs led to a basement room, which was also illuminated by candles. On the floor, I found a star-shaped cult sign with a stinking black bag in the middle. When I looked closer, I was overwhelmed by nausea, so nauseating stench emanated from it. I looked into the bag and saw a human head inside. I was on the verge of fainting when suddenly, the opening leading to the lower room closed, and I heard footsteps on the stairs. There were about 10 steps leading down, but only the last 2 could be seen in the basement because the staircase is spiral. I knew my only chance was to blow out the candles representing the light sources so they wouldn't notice me, and when they reached the basement and moved away enough from the stairs, I would get behind them and flee. When they discovered that the flames of the candles had extinguished, their steps became even more intense. I pressed myself against the wall next to the stairs, and then I heard the figures arrive. Then about a minute and a half of standoff followed. Neither they nor I moved. They were waiting for me to reveal myself with a sound. I heard them loading a weapon, and one of them started to approach me. He was about 6 inches away from me when he stopped and raised his weapon. Straight at me. At least I thought, as I only saw the barrel of the gun in the dark. He cocked the trigger, so I was sure that only moments of my life remained. In fractions of a second, I was sweating like hell. But then I realized that if I only see the barrel, maybe he doesn't see me either. I took out my lighter from my pocket and threw it in the other direction. Then the guy pulled the barrel of the gun and, judging by the sound of his steps, headed for the other corner of the room. Where I threw my lighter, the plan worked. I felt it was an opportunity. I felt my way along the stairs, then started running upstairs. Everything went according to plan to the last step, but then I managed to slip. Of course, the guys were after me. One of them grabbed my leg. He yanked me down, but luckily he only managed to grab my slipper. I got up and, with great difficulty, closed the door leading to my bathroom, which I left like that. I left my house, got into my car, and hurried to the police station. I told them that a cult society was lurking in a secret basement room under my apartment. 2 armed police officers escorted me home, to whom I showed the hidden door and all the horror and inhumanity that resided in the lower room. 1 cop stayed downstairs, and the other searched the scene. I was also downstairs in the basement, and suddenly, while he was searching the scene for traces, he said to me, "Sir, this time you can't escape, but if you join us, we won't sacrifice you." Damn it. The cop was one of them too. I thought, well, what can I say? I had no choice. It's been about 2 years since I joined them, and in that time these rituals haven't been so repulsive. On the contrary, they are downright enjoyable. According to the others, I became a good little host, but there is one rule. Once we have sacrificed or converted the owner of the house, we have to move on and look for a new one, so we had to leave. So you, who are listening to this story, remember, if you hear strange noises and feel like you're not alone, maybe your house is next, where our modest little company will settle in. Maybe we are with you right now. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It means a lot to us. Thanks for watching, and watch your back.